Hello, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to another Friday spiritual lecture and light language event. And on this Friday video, we have a chance to talk about the Monday mantra. Excuse me if my voice goes a bit funny. I've just gotten over a sore throat and it's still a bit, gets stuck occasionally. But yeah, when I was first told that what I was going to put out there as a Monday mantra was grace is the voice of wisdom, I first thought, I'm not actually quite sure what any of that means. But I trusted them that that was completely right, that that's what needed to be said. And I had to really sit with the idea of grace. You know, we know grace from two ways. We you know, when I do ballet, it's always dance with grace. It's graceful, it's feminine, it's lovely. But that's not what it means in this case. And the other time that we know grace is when we say grace, when we give thanks for our meal. And again, that's not what was meant from this time. Instead, grace is a gift from God, the universe, divine self, whatever you want to call it. Grace is being endowed with all the best qualities of who we are, the best qualities of our higher self, of the universe, of our own heart. It is compassion, it's love, it's peace, truth, honesty. It is everything that you would wish for in the best person that you could know. And when we allow grace to lead us, when we allow our heart, our highest self, to lead us, to speak for us, then we are speaking with the voice of wisdom. Wisdom is not knowing a number of facts. It's not being able to build an engine, you know, all the things that we think of as being wisdom. Wisdom is actually being able to talk from the place of our self, of our heart, of all the highest qualities of humanity. This is wisdom. And when we are endowed with grace, we are endowed with all of those qualities. We are endowed with the idea of equality. And also, it's when we're given grace, it is about knowing who we are. You know, God, the universe, it knows what it is. It has no doubts in its own existence. And yet we do. We criticize ourselves, we attack ourselves for being less than perfect. But grace doesn't mean we have to be perfect. Grace is just the higher energies that we carry. And in order to really speak with a voice of wisdom, we need to allow ourselves to be human and actually allow God, allow the universe to bless us and take us forward, you know, to tell us our purpose. I'm just reading what I wrote last week. And it was when we allow ourselves to be used by the universe, by God, then we speak with the grace of God, and hence with the wisdom of the divine universe. And this is truly what we're trying to get to. And the other thing that they said to me was that grace and miracles were not just gifted to the holy men. You know, when you read a story from an ancient text, from the Bible or so, it so often feels as though you had to be someone special in order to be endowed with the gift of grace and with a miracle. And actually they said, no, these were gifted upon mere mortals. These were gifted upon all of humanity. And when they were endowed with this, then they became holy men. Holy meaning enlightened, meaning seeing the truth of who they are and what they can do, knowing everything about themselves. So we have to stop thinking that grace and miracles are for other people. They are for us too. And when we allow God, when we allow the universe to speak through us, to move us, to open our heart, then we automatically carry the grace of God. And hence from that, we automatically carry a voice of immense wisdom. And that is what was meant by this beautiful mantra. And it's so important to allow ourselves to be a channel, to be a force for good in this world. And so I know that we're now going to have some light language come through to help us embody and activate the force of grace within us so that we can open ourselves up to all the best of the universe and of ourselves. So just close your eyes and breathe in and out and let it all go. As we now bring through the activations that are needed. Waruan jima shinya said kuran zakaya. Timnoran da barshinsa siura tatsi. Kumarota sinya. Ipanasimo sonar karadet kishuashe. Mosi ora da dajnaren depressiva e tudo ismara sint kasara. Tunanga smia tikizoran da kishima. Yeisi andaraja. Shemishaya da konjgana da rabasitia. Murasundano si, murasandano moran koshi, shimoran zisia. Timiati karoit kurati kurana karajishki, shimuaran de si. Mi marset yana kai skoria tijanar de tabaya de brenne dari neolata tisi. Tunajia orandasha mariskai. Musua sio sia sinua iskeo, sunya sio simaratarashi, sia disi. Ni musuas ni nyaran da kashia, chundri smuas ni maradar kashia ni kushiwara, marada chisha, siara da simaya. Jumusu shiwaraj, shimusero ayas, keshaya, darkashias, kashaya moratashniwa. Tunu sio sia. Taji sua simara, tatashi suya skera, darkashina siora, markashisa na juya. Tunu sia. Mushimosia, Turakajuara Namarsia, the Kisia, the Namarata Chasi. Chuis Gavara, the Kerar and Karjin, Kajuni Cabras Karatitisia. You see Waranda, Simazata Diuara Marasi. Chumaran the Kiawarakita Shuku Aramasi. Masina, Maraparatisia, Suranda Kojika, Setcha Tamarara, Tisisiara. Chimoranda si, sunjaznya zarete sian, kasimur karabrekindo kushura. The first thing that has to happen, they say, is we have to remove these massive amounts of guilt that we are carrying. Marabarajinska sia, chunoran zamara tetesia, tiandisara, tandisamara doroshondorara basi, kore kisiata. Namaisimia, tura ishambara tasi. Mamarusa Maramadonosha Marabaretishasi, Shanjetska Juska Yatakeshima, Bareya. And by removing the guilt, we make space. Because when we hold on to all the old, to the old pains, to the old ideas about who we are, it is very difficult for us to allow anything else to come in. And so we have to be willing to release the old ways of how we thought about ourselves. Warendo shimara, siara, the siara, the marazia, junaranda si, tiantia marigozo gorke orcasi, jamis meran baradisa, tunorana, redesi shungu esmieturanda, shinje basia, jamora, shishema baradesi, manata sitia darasisi, metakaraki tunosora. It is the idea of guilt that has stopped us from engaging with our real godliness, with the real nature of who we are. And this is the This is the way that we've been stopped from fully embracing all our power. Marunda sima, aniata kazamar, arata chiki suquisco camera that kesi waranda bishia. Chunushi shimara that si, shimara that shinya sera. Jamisan, when it has been said in the Bible that we are made in the image of God, they didn't mean physically. We're made in the image of God in our heart, in our soul. We are given the same ability to carry the light of God, to be the universe's servant here on earth, to bring the light of God down here onto earth and to share it. And this is our purpose now, is to share the love, the compassion, the divine wisdom of the universe. And we can do this because we are made in the image and with the energy of the divine universe. So that basically is the translation, the energy of what has come through in that activation. It is time to begin to recognize your own divinity and to begin releasing all that the darkness has given to you, because that is not your truth. So that's it for today's mini light language activation, and thank you so much for being here with me. I always enjoy these events. And if you're interested, I do have a light language retreat coming up here in Sussex. That's on the 23rd of February, and also a light language evening in which we will engage with the energy of our dear Mother Earth and once again feel that connection to her. So they're on my website and on my Facebook page. So again, thank you so much for being here with me, and I look forward to being here with you again. Many light blessings. Bye bye.